Well, courtesy of Tech Talk, Syd Bolton quite often makes the impossible possible. So we're going to try that theme again when we make video games educational.
Well, not just educational, but cultural, actually, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. With the Tech Talk, I love video games so much. I like to sneak in a little bit of the video game stuff here during the segment. But I wanted to talk about Video Games Live, which is this absolutely amazing thing that's been going on for about 5 years now. A lot of people still don't know about it, though. And what it is it's actually orchestral symphony music performed by some of the greatest musicians in North America. Actually, it's been all over the world now. I have to correct myself. And what it basically is, it's a concert. So it has the energy of a rock concert, but it's done with classical symphony music. And so what they do is they take all the music from your favorite video games, everything from the classics that don't even have music, like Pac-Man. They managed to make that into part of the show, and classics like Tetris and Super Mario Brothers and all those.
Well, you say Pac-Man didn't have music, but what about that little
well,
right off
exactly.
the top?
It had the sound effects and stuff like that. They put that into sort of a montage of all the actual old classic games, but then they also bring in a lot of the modern games, for example, God of War and things like that, all have really, really good, deep, rich music. And so what they basically do, they're making younger kids as well as us classic gamers really interested in music again. So this is happening. And actually you can see sort of some of the, right now on the screen, you can see some of the things that happen during the show. So not only is it music, but there's, lasers, there's lights, and there's footage of the games that are being played.
Well, answer my question. That was the first thing I was wondering about, was with the symphony orchestra, are we going to see the actual display of the games in question?
Yeah, it depends on what particular one they're doing. There's various segments. Now, I first saw this show in Toronto about 5 years ago, and actually tonight, it's coming, they're on a Canada-wide tour right now. Tonight, it's going to be at Kitchener at Centre in the Square, and tomorrow, and that's actually the show that I'm going to, is going to be in Hamilton at the Convention Centre, and on Friday it's going to be in Ottawa. So it's basically in Southern Ontario right now, so there's still time to get tickets, and the website is videogameslive.com, and you can go on there, and of course there's different ticket venues for each one. But I got to tell you, Ted, it's just one of those things that's, after you walk out of there, it may not be the thing for you think at first, but when you come out, you're just absolutely amazed. And I also wanted to mention that if you don't have a chance to go tonight, tomorrow, or Friday, you can actually get the experience at home with this DVD and Blu-ray. There's Tommy Tallirico talking about it. He's actually got a Guinness record for, he's the composer of the most music for video games in the world. And this is a show that he co-created, and along with a guy named Jack Wall, who's the conductor and the co-creator of the whole thing. So
we're seeing the actual...
So, what you're seeing here is a recent Blu-ray and DVD release. It's called Video Games Live Level 2. There is a Level 1, but they've... over the years, they've evolved the show and they've made changes and stuff like that. So if you cannot make it out to see the experiences, and this special, actually, there's a special on here that was on PBS. So it's really gotten around, but it's still one of those things that I think a lot of people don't know about. So it's where culture meets video games, and I think it's something that everyone would be amazed to go and find very entertaining.
So you did it again. You make the impossible possible. You make video games cultural, educational, and you do it in such a way that maybe the young ones playing the games don't realize they're being culturized.
I just got to bring some stories to you, Ted. That's what I do. And I got to keep you informed, because I'm always thinking about what doesn't Ted know. And I knew that you had no idea that a classical symphony orchestra was producing video game music. I knew that you did not know that.
What Ted doesn't know. Okay, there's our buck. Syd, thanks for coming
No
in.
problem.
See you next week. We're going to be back on a Thursday, and boy, am I going to feel old tomorrow. One of our guests was a teenager, but back then I had a 3 in the front of my age. Tia McGrath, great singer-songwriter, is going to be joining us right here with Tommy Parnham. SPCA folks are going to be in talking pet adoption, as always, plus a little more election talk as we get ready. Don't forget, got the coverage here locally. Get out and vote, of course. If you haven't hit the early polls, you can do it, of course, Monday. This coming Monday, May 2nd. Thanks for joining us and doing it Inside Brant.